What does your heart desire? Well, my heart desires that viewers don't forget to hit the like button, and if they're not subscribed, then they do subscribe. Secondly, in game, my heart desires that I wish I could play Osiris League with JST and have one of those fancy city skins. My heart also desires we could get access to newer commanders easier, and newer commanders were not as OP as they are, and they came out less frequently. But then today we are going to talk about the Heart's Desire event in Rise of Kingdoms rather than all those things that I was saying. So Heart's Desire is here. It's meant to be an updated version of Legendary Tavern. You use the same sovereign keys, but then it's not replacing the previous event. Now there's a reason, and I thought initially I'm just gonna play the new event, and then I realized no, that's not how to go about this. So let's talk about Legendary Tavern at first. So you get sovereign keys from various events when you're in Season of Conquest, and then you can use those keys to open chests, and you get a free turn daily as well. But the main reason why people like this is because after opening 200 keys, you get a chance to pick a commander and get 10 heads for it. So basically, if you don't have one of these commanders in the pool, and there's quite a few there, if you don't have one of them, especially when it's out of MG, then you can consider getting an unlock out of it. Now 200 keys does take a bit of time, maybe 2 KVKs, maybe 3, depending on how much you spend on the bundles or on gems, or how active you're during events. So basically saying over 3 KVKs at least you should be able to get it, and maybe 2 if you're active. Obviously if you're spending you can do it in 1, but if you're spending you probably get them anyways, like you don't need to unlock from here. But just looking at the commanders, there's quite a few choices there. We are not gonna go about which one you should choose. For those we have other videos as in commander guides and so on, and there's a probability of what you should kind of expect, but it doesn't go by the probability. You get the useless things at the bottom all the time for no reason. Anyways, now let's look at Heart's Desire. Now the first thing is Heart's Desire is only for 4 days. It's not for the whole KVK. Now the rules are there, you can have a read of it, but we'll summarize the rules for you anyways. But before that, let's talk about how else can you get the keys rather than just the event. So you can buy them from the VIP shop, 600 gems a pop, you can get the sovereign keys, and there is a new bundle as well. I think there was a bundle before, but there's a new bundle now. Let me see. Yep, Gathering of Heroes. This is where Recruit the Land's Greatest. This is where you can get more sovereign keys if unlocking or getting more commanders, whichever way you're playing for it, you can get those keys. Now I'm probably gonna do neither on this account. This is my almost free to play, very low spending account. So let's go and have a look at the commander selection skin. So basically you get to select 5 different commanders. Now you can select all 5 from the same category. You don't have to break it up into the 4 categories that's there. And just looking at the commander depth, it's very similar. Heart's Desire and Legendary Tavern is very similar in terms of the pool. When it comes to Heart's Desire though, you have access to a few more older commanders. So not newer commanders, older commanders. So the latest generation of commanders are not here. In some cases, even the one before isn't there. So say for example, Flavius isn't there and Pakal isn't there. So but then in terms of archers, only the latest one isn't there. So Artemisia and Amanitore and Gilgamesh isn't there. But anyways, you select the commanders that you're trying to work towards, and once selected, once you hit that confirm button, you can't change them for the 4 days. You have to wait till the next season of KVK before you can do that. So I wanted to select commanders based on what I kind of need, but then at the same time what I need for this account, but then at the same time I'm kind of conscious that is there a commander that I don't have that I maybe can get 1 or 2 heads out of this. So I need to go and check which commanders I haven't unlocked. So let's go and have a look at my commanders here. So scroll down all the way. Now the latest commanders, the ones that I don't have unlocked at all, they're not here, they're not in this event, but eventually they will be. Now that's a critical point to remember. So eventually some of these commanders are going to be there. Say for example Pakal, it has a lot of value. Now out of the commanders I'm looking at, for me maybe Pakal has the most value, so I should consider saving my keys for Pakal rather than going all in. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go through the 5 selection again, and then we will try to do a few unlocks, I guess, using few keys and see how it goes. But then whilst I'm doing this, I will kind of say, if I'm talking about my main account where unlock isn't, like, at the moment isn't really the concern, it's rather increasing heads for certain commanders, Heart's Desire is a better event. So if unlock isn't an issue, then you go for the selected commanders, then your pool is smaller and you're more likely to get the heads that you're after. But then if you're trying to, actually, I'm gonna stop there, and as you can see, so out of 10 keys wasn't necessarily a bad pool. I got 4, so yes. So when you're not going for an unlock, this is not bad. Heart's Desire is better. But then if you have in your mind, for whatever reason, you never got a Theodora unlock and you want to get the Theodora for your city defense, I'm not saying that's a good idea. Maybe someone like Nebu makes more sense, but either way, that video is not about this. So any commander out of this pool, when you have 200 keys, you should open them in one season and then you can get the unlock. Now, keeping in mind that by the time I get to 200 keys, maybe there will be new commanders added, so I can kind of save my keys, wait for Pakal, someone like Pakal, or if there's any other important commanders for you, wait for that commander to come in, wait till you have 200 keys, and that's when you kind of use it. So if it's an unlock, then you don't play Heart's Desire. Heart's Desire, you can get the unlock as well, but it's more like a probability, unlike the certainty that you have with Legendary Tavern. So just summarizing, if you want to get an unlock, if unlock is your main concern, wait till you have 200 keys, wait for your desired commander is there, then use the 200 keys. But then if you're just increasing your depth, not necessarily the unlock, Heart's Desire is your call. Now we're gonna finish there. Hopefully you got some use out of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this.